How's it going, guys? And welcome back to BL3's Forgotten, the series where I look at underused and not often talked about PC gear to determine whether or not they deserve to be remembered within the modern meta of the game or should be left behind and forgotten. Today, we are taking a look at the Auto Aime. I will not be attempting to say that with the correct accent because even though I am Canadian, I am not good at French. If you would like to farm an Auto Aime for yourself, you will want to fast travel over to the VIP tower. From there, you'll just run forward, even be able to kill Loco Chantel if you want another farm while you're doing this. This is unfortunately the save station that you have to spawn at every single time you try to farm this. However, the drop rate isn't too bad, so it shouldn't be too terrible. You'll then have to kill every single loader that spawns in the big main area so that Freddy will respawn. And then you just kill Freddy. You don't really need to worry about his robots. They don't have the drop tied to them at all. But Freddy himself can actually drop it multiple times per kill. The Auto Aime is a legendary Dahl sniper rifle. It can drop as non-elemental, incendiary, shock, or corrosive. It can swap between full auto and 2-round burst, and it also has a slight homing effect on its shots. This homing effect does not function like an Atlas, where it'll just home in onto a target no matter the distance you shoot from. If you just slightly miss, it will course correct a little bit. The Auto Aime has had 3 buffs, a direct 13% and another direct 23%, and then the indirect 20% when all snipers were buffed. So there really isn't a whole lot super special about this gun. The Auto Aime is just kind of there. These damage buffs that it got were enough to kind of make it sort of viable, but it's not amazing. I was actually surprised to see that I could kill on True Guardian Takedown with it, even surprisingly effectively, and I believe that this is because of how it's actually interacting with Eraser when used on Zane. The way Eraser works is it creates another projectile after it pierces, and that extra projectile that it's created is also going to home in on enemies. So you can actually get these pretty weird crit chains, almost like a Minesweeper chain. It is kind of random because it has to home into a crit, but in large groups of enemies, you can do some pretty crazy stuff with it, especially since you have Plain Dirty, so you're getting 2 shots that could potentially home in. You are upping your chances with that. But other than that sort of unique effect, I wouldn't recommend using this over just a purple Dahl. That weird sort of Zane Eraser synergy is the only time that the homing effect really matters. And then there's other times, such as this flat clip where I'm shooting directly at the head of an enemy and it decides that it wants to home in onto their torso and just gets blocked because they're behind cover. I don't need this weird sort of aim assist. It's not helpful. 9 times out of 10, it does end up just fucking me over, or it's a shot that I would have hit anyways. This gun isn't bad, it's just inconsistent, and I would rather use a purple Dahl because at least a purple Dahl is consistent. The shots go where I want them to. They don't vary, they don't try to course correct into a wall for no reason. It will always just go. Maybe if this did work sort of like an Atlas, where it would home in from further away, then it could have some sort of merit to it. But you have to be pretty much aiming at the thing anyways, so you might as well just adjust your crosshair just slight little bit to actually hit it. It is pretty odd for a gun to have the only bad part about it be the actual special legendary effect of it, but that's the case here. In every other way, it's sort of average. It does okay damage. It has an okay mag size, an okay fire rate for a sniper rifle. It's just okay. The biggest detriment to it is just that I don't want to use it. I would rather use something more consistent. But that'll about do it for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please like, comment, subscribe, all that, and I hope to see you in the next one.